building, however, and coming in their first road game of the season is Canton Central Catholic. They won their first game against Akron's Coventry, lost their second game against Worcester Triway. So far this season, Crusaders averaging 43 points a game, 37 points against. Mooney, just 35 points per game, 42 against. However, what's really hurt their average this season is the one game on the road against Salem. Their lone road game of the season. They couldn't get the shots to fall, had just 18 points. If you take that out of their scoring averaging right now, they're actually averaging about 41 points per game, which is about where both of these teams were last season. Last year, both teams averaged 41 points per game. Mooney allowed 41 points per game, and Canton Central Catholic allowed 44 points per game. So these two were about even last year. However, we do know which was the better of the two last year. They met early in the season, much like this. Mooney won it 47-35. So, and the rematch this season, we'll see how the two teams fare. But without any further ado, Maria Fire will get set to tip this ball off against Hannah Dolan. Two of the tallest players on the floor. Fire comes in at 6 feet tall, the tallest player out there tonight. And Hannah Dolan, tallest one out there for the Crusaders, as they will win the tip. And the first shot attempt hits into the bottom of the basket. Fire getting tied up there with Lily Belden, the freshman out of the Crusaders. And 5 seconds into the ball game, we have our first jump. It will go the way of the Cardinals, as DiOrio will get this night started out for Mooney. They'll move it down into their side of the floor. First time tonight. Long two as her foot was on the line. Shot will not go down for Frommel. Ball coming up. This is intercepted by DiOrio. Now down the floor they go. Rotuno with it at the basket. Up and good. Cardinals cracking the scoreboard first tonight. And now a long touchdown heave. That goes out of bounds. Trying for the long ball here. Not going to connect. So Sophia DiOrio getting the night started. 2 points there. Cardinal Mooney, they return a big portion of their roster from a season ago. That took a crushing loss in the sectional final to Poland. And they're looking to get back there. The boys squad got off to a good start their season last night. They beat Youngstown's Liberty just up north. That was on the call for that game. They won that 47-43, a tight contest. They were obviously district champions last year. Now 3 straight seasons for the boys. Girls, they haven't had a district championship in over 20 years here, so they're looking to get back to it. They're hoping having this varsity level squad, a lot of girls that have played a lot over the last couple of years. Now that they have that larger squad, they're hoping that they can get that good feeling back here for the girls, as well as a 2-pointer falls down in. It's 4-0 early on, as that was cashed in by Olivia Rouser. And Canton Central Catholic going to burn their first timeout of the night. Shot won't fall. Turnovers building up. Minute 12 off the clock. Cardinals lead it early.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Cardinal Mooney coming back in here, coming off a season 13-11. And as I mentioned, they return a lot of their best players from a season ago, including number 12, Maria Fire, who obviously tallest player out there. They're going to look a big way for her, DiOrio, Rouser, and all these girls that returned from last season to really step up and get this team just a little bit further than where they were last season. And they have a pretty difficult road to start here early on, but they are not allowing the Crusaders any easy shots near the basket as Fire pulls down the rebound, and yet another one fails to fall. 2 misses on that possession for the Crusaders, as DiOrio down on the other end looking for a lane to drive. She's going to kick this off to the right side. Open lane along the baseline. It's another 2 points in for the Mooney Cardinals, as they're off to a 6-0 start to the ball game. And now a quick attack again on the other side. That shot up from Alicia Veracki, or pardon me, no, Michaela Johnson won't fall, but they will say she was fouled. So 2 at the free throw line. So I believe it was Sam Rotuno down on the other end, getting the 2 points to cash in for the Cardinals. First time to line for the Crusaders tonight, and Johnson can't cash in. Freshman playing in just her third game here at the varsity level. Well, you have to be impressed. Someone so young already getting an opportunity, as she has the first points on the board tonight for the Crusaders. Down to the other end of the floor, Mooney attacking quickly. Fire went up, lost her bounce, and air crashed to the floor. Shot will not fall. And now quickly moving down to the other end. Crusaders have been quick to get it down the floor here early on, as we have our second tie of the night. This time it will stay with the Crusaders. As Mooney has forced two of them down on this end. Got the benefit last time around. Not this time, however, as Crusaders have it. Inbound pass coming from number 32 and Sarah Belden, another freshman playing on this squad. A team that has a good balance of young and old, as the ball nearly stripped away there was momentarily by Katie Frommelt. Now far side, the freshman kicks this down into the lane. Shot from Kristen Bolden will not fall. However, she's able to get the ball back. Flips this back out towards the arc. Crusaders will reset. Have not had a shot from the field go down, and that ball nearly stripped again as Rouser had her hand on it. Fire couldn't control it. It was retained possession by Hannah Dolan. This one rattles around, will not fall, and Rotuno takes it away from Kristen Bolden on the rebound, and now launching this down the floor. Rouser gets it now to DiOrio, and another two up and in. Cardinals off to a great start here. A lot of teams still this early in the season can struggle to get it going out of the gate. Mooney has had no problem here tonight. Haven't played 4 games already on the season. That chemistry is down. They're in a rhythm already. And now finally an open lane, but the shot continues to say no. As 2 missed shots off her own rebound. Hannah Dolan can't get it to rumble. And now Mooney in transition with numbers again. Shot at the rim, no good from Katie Frommelt. And that ball knocked out of bounds. They'll say last touch by, I believe, Rouser. So this will be Crusaders basketball down at the far end of the floor. Big group substitution now for Canton Central Catholic. So they're going to send 3 ladies off, bring 3 on. The long inbounding pass. Crusaders really trying to get down the floor with numbers. But Katie Fire getting in there. I think she grabbed the block. That ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched off the shoulder of DiOrio. As down underneath, newly checked in Lily Belden trying to get that shot up. Couldn't get it down. And these shots underneath the basket still not falling. They have to find a way to get something working if they're going to stay in this ball game. Kick ball on Rouser as she was trying to cut that passing lane off. Did so successfully. Down to 4:19 on the clock on our first quarter of play here in Cardinal Mooney High School. The inbound will be given to Michaela Johnson, the 5'10 freshman. Probably going to be a focal point of the Crusaders this season. Young, inexperienced for sure. And just as I mentioned, her third game as she turns it over, trying to find the bounce pass to her teammate. But when you have a young freshman that's already got some size with her, you can build her up. Next few years, it will pay off. You see it nearly every level of basketball. If you have somebody with size, and you can get them to develop, that is one talented weapon that you can create. Rouser kicks this off to the right side. Rotuno attacking baseline again. Now she kicks it far side DiOrio, and they'll reset Frommelt, top of the key, driving it in. Step backs, hits the corner with DiOrio once more. Inside to Fire, who backs up, slings it up onto the backboard, and it's 10-1 as Fire finds her first points of the ball game. It's 10-1 to start things off. As once more, Crusaders getting down the floor quickly. Fire with another block. And as she went under the rim, Lily Belden stepped out of bounds. Ball bounces off her back, and it's Mooney basketball. Crusaders with no luck here early on after an 8-15 season. They shot the ball well last year, 41 points per game, which was the same as Mooney. But their defense allowed a little bit more, up there around 45 points. And with Mooney, just 41 points allowed. They were about even on both sides as Fire drives into the lane. She is fouled down the far end of the floor. And she'll head to the free throw line shooting 2. Canton Central Catholic work with a good mix, handful of seniors on the squad, but a lot of juniors, a lot of freshmen. Be a team building really towards next season. We'll see what they can make of this year, and obviously you want to send those seniors out on a high note. But what's really important is building this team towards next season and getting these young players experience. This is a game Cardinal Mooney definitely favored in as Fire hits the second of 2. She has 3 points now on the evening. Once again, Crusaders running. They have numbers. Shot up at the rim again, will not fall. Crusaders have had look after look that they have failed to cash in on, and now DiOrio sprinting it down to the other side of the floor. That ball knocked away by Violet Ellerbrock. Remains Mooney basketball despite some confusion between the two squads. As Katie Frommel will inbound the basketball, gives this off to Rouser, left side of the floor. Now trying to get the inlet pass to Fire. Ball nearly taken away. Rouser gets it out for Rotuno. Rotuno now driving, kicks it back to DiOrio. Out by the wing, DiOrio nowhere to go. She wants to get it into Fire, and she does. Fire rips that ball away and gets fouled from behind. And she will head back to the free throw line. Second foul early on here on the Crusaders. They will mark that foul on Josie Stevens, her first of the night. Maria Fire 1 for 2 on the evening from the free throw strike. And she sinks down the first one. So a 12-1 start here early on. Cardinal Mooney couldn't have played this any better, as they will bring on Katie Pregabon, the freshman, to replace Katie Frommel. That's really our first substitution of the evening for Cardinal Mooney. Able to play with a strong starting five for about 5 minutes. Bodes well for how this season can go as Fire knocks them both down this time around. And she's got 5. Crusaders once again sprinting down the floor. Couldn't quite get the basketball up quick enough as Hannah Dolan couldn't get the shot up, but she does draw the foul on Fire. However, non-shooting, and the Crusaders will look to inbound. Another substitution coming in as Fire will check off the floor, and in comes Marissa Bowman, another senior to replace one. Dolan gets the inbounding pass stripped away. Rouser and DiOrio running. They lead Mooney down the floor. Rouser's going to flip this one off. DiOrio, quick mid-range J. Shot won't fall. Ball still loose. Crusaders, Dolan's on the rebound. And 13-1, 2:29 to go in our first quarter. Quick transition offense yet again from the Crusaders. They've wasted no time getting down the floor. However, Mooney's defense has been stifling on this end. It's DiOrio on the steal. DiOrio down the floor. Euro steps it left, can't get the shot to fall, and it's rebounded by Johnson. Now down the floor quickly looking for Dolan, but Bowman able to chase her down the length of the floor and knocks it out of bounds. Remains Crusaders basketball with 2:07 to go here from Cardinal Mooney High School. Looking for Dolan. Bowman gets a hand on it, but Rouser was face guarding against Michaela Johnson. Ball bounces off her back and out of bounds, and it will remain Crusaders basketball. Sarah Belden to inbound it yet again. Great defense by Bowman since she subbed in for Fire less than just a minute ago. Already forced 2 turnovers with her on the floor. Nearly gets her hand on another one. Dolan trying to drive into the paint. Backs up, kicks it out. Long range 3, shot won't fall, rebounded by Pregabon. Pregabon now down the floor. And an easy shot at the rim, good for Rotuno. And it's a 15-1 start here in the first quarter. Rotuno has her 4th points of the night, and another quick transition down the floor. Travel called on the Crusaders as Rotuno and DiOrio knocked that ball free from the hands of Lily Belden. So Mooney forcing yet another turnover. Defense much improved from a season ago. They are stripping everything here at the moment. So Rouser gives this left side to Pregabon. Back to Rouser. She tries her luck from 3. Can't get it. Knocks it off the front of the iron. And Rouser gets her hand on it and steals the basketball away as they were trying to go for the full court lob down to Dolan. Rouser's had some great defense here as well. Bowman now kicks this out the DiOrio right side. Back to Rouser on the right side wing. Looking for Bowman down underneath. Now she's going to drive. Spins around, goes to the right side of the lane. Tries to get down to the baseline, and a foul occurs on Dolan. Near the baseline, 1:01 to go now. It is Dolan's first foul of the evening. She will check out of the ball game. She's been a workhorse so far, has had the majority of the touches down on the offensive side We'll see what the Crusaders look to do with her now off the floor. The inbound to DiOrio, a hand on it, but now from the elbow, shot will not fall for number 11. And the Crusaders sprinting down the floor again, a great lane, and finally that shot falls as Kristen Belden gets 2 up and in. Crusaders with their first field goal of the night, but with just 45 seconds left in the quarter, feels like it came a little bit late, but now a steal down at the other end. Crusaders pushing into the lane once more. Mid-range Jay, too strong on it, doesn't even hit the iron. Bowman on the rebound, she gets stripped. Foul occurs on the floor as Kristen Belden able to get that basketball back and gives the Crusaders yet another possession. Foul called on Marissa Bowman, her first. Both teams with 3 as we near the end of the first quarter. Might be the final possession here if the Crusaders want to take this clock down. 28.4 to go as the inbound given on the far side to Belden. Kicked out, three-pointer denied by Frommel. And now a tie-up between, Katie Pregabon, who got the block. She also forced the tie-up between her and Belden. Ball belongs to Mooney, and Rouser will inbound with 18.5. DiOrio will take the inbound. Gives it on back. And Mooney will attack. Rouser drives left side of the lane, gives it off to Bowman. Bowman's shot is denied. Ball knocked out of bounds by Lily Belden as she grabbed the rebound. Rotuno got her hand in there, poked it right back onto her chest and out of bounds. Pregabon will inbound it. She gets it in DiOrio. Now Rouser with it over the middle. 1 second on the clock. Last second heave will count if it's good, but Rotuno's shot from the corner will not fall. It's 15-3 though after 1 here from Cardinal Mooney on your sports network. Leading scorer Maria Fire with 5, but DiOrio and Rotuno right behind her with 4 points each. Will step aside here on your sports network.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
When I was in high school, one of my closest friends, his father actually worked at Greenwood Chevrolet. You know, selling cars is what we do, but that's not what we're about. It's very rarely ever about the car. It's about how you can make somebody feel. It's about how you could help somebody, and those are the proud moments, and I'm telling you, I got way too many to name, and I could never picture myself working anywhere else. I'm Anthony Facillo, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
Welcome back in, everybody, to your sports network. Crusaders will begin the second quarter with the basketball after they had a bit of a slow start to the night, 15-3 after 1. 1 point came at the free throw line from Michaela Johnson. Just 1 field goal to fall came from Kristen Belden with 45 seconds on the clock as Bowman gets her hand on another ball and nearly strips it away. Now Johnson on the drive. Bowman strips it out again. And Pregabon running it down the floor. Has DiOrio and Bowman if she wants it. Now she'll back it off. And they slow down. Rotuno slides in there past number 34 in Hannah Dolan before Bowman grabs the rebound off the miss and puts it up and in. Cardinals now lead 17-3, just 30 seconds into it. And they force another strip. Pregabon to Rouser. Rouser can't get the shot to fall and cannot control her own rebound as Michaela Johnson has been a force on the boards here early on. Foul committed by Rouser. 4th of the first half for Cardinal Mooney. Rouser with 2 points already in the ball game, now 1 foul on her. But one thing to note here early on has been Cardinal Mooney's defense absolutely stifling here in the early stages. Crusaders obviously with just the 1 shot to fall, but I think a big part of that has been the amount of turnovers forced as Dolan goes for the mid-range 2. Too much on it. Hits off the iron. Now too little on it for Lily Belden. Ball still free, and it will be Mooney basketball along the baseline. Rotuno forces the turnover. She was fighting with the freshman from the Crusaders and Lily Belden. will be Hannah Dolan's second foul as she trying to dive in there on top as well. It's Rouser going to inbound to Pregabon. Only a minute off the clock, one score. Couple of turnovers now from each squad to start out our quarter. Now a deep three coming in there. Shot won't fall. DeOrio on the rebound. Going to keep this possession alive. Actually, now they're going to change the foul. That'll be on Lily Belden. But Bowman gets that shot underneath, and she sinks it in there. 19-3. Crusaders still trying to get that ball down the floor quickly, but it results in a turnover as Bowman's going to sling it right back. Rouser and Rotuno. Now Rotuno hits it out from behind. This ball just doesn't want to go to anybody. Pregabon ends up with it. She's going down the floor. Puts it up and sinks it. Katie with her first points on the night. And with that, a timeout called as it's 21-3. Cardinal Mooney playing phenomenal basketball early on, and the rout has begun here on the hardwood.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
Welcome back to your Sports Network. I'm Alec Caberna, the second quarter, 6:09 to go till we reach the halftime break. Crusaders are going to be thankful for it as well, as they just have flat out not played good basketball tonight. One of their worst performances in a while, and they're coming off a 42-31 loss last week, I should say, against Worcester Triway. But they put up 56 in their opener against Coventry, and you just wonder, they haven't been bad scoring the basketball, 43 points a game through their first two. You just have to wonder at some point, where's that offense? As the shot no good from Belden. And Pregabon able to get that ball off to DeOrio. Now DeOrio sprinting it down, tries to give this one out to the corner. As Allie Blom can't control it, it goes out of bounds. Crusaders looking to push again, and once more this ball is knocked out from behind, and now a kicked ball on Ellie Buckler. Crusaders have to find a way to slow it down. They are just rushing down the floor, forcing shots. They're not looking to pass the ball out. It's right now, it's very selfish basketball is what they would typically call that. You have to look for your teammates. You never have the best shot. Someone is always going to have a better look than you in basketball. And that's just something that they haven't been looking for. They haven't been looking for the best shot. They're just looking for the first shot as Rouser ties up Michaela Johnson in transition. Gets her hand on the shot and brings it back down. We'll go to Cardinal Mooney. And it will be Pregabon, the freshman, getting the inbound, crosses it over, and now she's going to look to drive. Kicks it off left side for Blom, and now back to Rouser, top of the key. Rouser works on Johnson, drives into the lane, now Bowman, right side, three-pointer. Too much on it by just a tad, and now a sprint down the floor. Blom is there, and she applies pressure on the shot, and it will not fall for Sarah Belden. Once again, Crusaders try and push, but Mooney has the athletes to match. Bowman is going to try her luck again from distance. Still put too much on it. And once more, the Crusaders are driving. It's Buckler this time. She gives this off to Sarah Belden, and the freshman cashes in her second time around, and the Crusaders have their second made shot on the night. But again, we're almost halfway through the second quarter. They had a field goal with 44 seconds to go in the first quarter. Now they get their second halfway through this quarter. Not going to get it done if they're going to make a comeback here. They're going to have to start putting up a lot more points. DeOrio driving into the lane, gives a little bit of a hesitation move, Can't get the shot to fall. 21-5 now Crusaders coming back down the floor. It's Buckler. Gives this underneath again to Sarah Belden, who once more puts it off the bottom of the glass, and now Belden called on a reach-in foul on Rouser. Katie Frommel will check back onto the floor. She replaces Katie Pregabon. That is Sarah Belden's first foul of the half. Rouser, Diorio, Blom, Bowman, and Frommel. The 5 out there for Cardinal Mooney with 3:45 to go. Frommel hasn't wanted to go baseline. Taken away now. She gets trapped temporarily in the corner. Rouser able to get the basketball from her. She drives in. She gets triple teamed and a travel called on 34 as she was trying to move through the lane. One with just a few turnovers as they're going to play a full court trap. They've been doing this all game long, forced a number of turnovers off of it. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Bowman. Had good positioning but couldn't get the feet set. And it will be a shooting foul. Second foul on Bowman tonight. And this will send the senior Kristen Belden to the free throw line. 1 for 2 in the game so far are the Crusaders. The one came from Michaela Johnson back early in the first quarter. Second time to strike tonight. First one up and good. And the Crusaders now with 6 as Sam Rotuno will check onto the floor alongside Sophia Debo. .330 on the clock, and Mooney with a big lead. Gonna let us see some new faces. First time for DeBow on the floor here tonight as both sink in for Belden. She now has 4 on the night. Diorio gonna get the inbound. They're gonna play 3-woman basketball coming up the floor. Rotuno, Diorio, and DeBow. Rotuno has to pick it up, gives this off for Diorio now, who bounces back to the right. Gives this off, Blom on the drive, baseline, and shorts it. Off the side of the rim, shot won't fall, rebounded by Hannah Dolan. Emily Schmidt bringing it down the floor, gives it off to Belden, and the shot not gonna fall. Hits off the bottom of the iron. Rotuno gets the rebound. Rotuno's running. She just has one girl to beat. She's gonna pull up from the mid-range and sinks it. Rotuno's had herself a nice game. 6 points already. And now a steal down at the other end as well for Rotuno. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it will be Crusaders basketball. To inbound is Josie Stevens. And Mooney gets another steal, and DeBow kicks this one out. Blom shot won't fall. Ball is free. And after a tussle for it, Rotuno comes up with it. DeBow inside. Again, she's going to get double teamed. That ball is free. We got a dog pile in the painted area, and they will finally blow the whistle. It's a tie-up, which belongs to the Crusaders. Once again, great defensive possession from Mooney. Crusaders want to get that ball down the floor quickly. Mooney understands that every time Crusaders get in the basketball, they're pretty much just having to jump right away, and they're getting in front of a lot of passes down the floor. And a shot attempt here, too much on it from Belden. Grabs her own rebound, second time's the charm for her. And finally the Crusaders getting something to work, as that's the 4th point for Sarah Belden tonight. Diorio gets the inbound pass after an aggressive attack there from Kristen Belden. Belden's gonna knock it out of bounds. And with 2:03 to go, it's 23-9, still Mooney basketball. Rotuno set to inbound. That ball taken away. Now down the floor is Belden, and blocking foul called on Rotuno as she got caught under there from the attacking Belden. Playing very aggressive here at the moment. Freshman has been barreling her way into the lane. Love the movement right now. In this game where you're playing one a little bit lopsided, and a young player, is how you earn minutes. You go in here and you attack when you're down big in the first half of a ball game, you're going to find yourself a lot of playing time later in the year. Josie Stevens checking out of the ball game now. They bring Ellie Buckler back onto the floor. And the free throw up and in for Sarah Belden. Give her 5 now in the night as the Crusaders finally reach double digits with 2 minutes on the clock in our first half. Rotuno struggling to get that ball past half court, finally does. And now they will call a illegal screen on DeBow. Her first foul of the night. Crusaders now sit in the bonus as a great job down the floor. Frommel gets her hand on it, takes away a Sarah Belden possession, as once more 32 was just sprinting down the floor looking for that quick transition too. And now backdoor, they try to go to Kristen Belden. They can't get it to her, intercepted by the Cardinals. And Diorio quickly getting this down the floor. DeBow at the elbow. She gets tied up as Belden, a little bit more experienced than the freshman. That was senior on freshman action there. And she's able to get that ball tied up, however, remains with Mooney. Rotuno sets the inbound. Gives this to DeBow underneath. Can't get the shot to fall. Grabs her own rebound. Second time, can't get it up. Michaela Johnson in on the rebound. Johnson now trying to press all the way down the lane. She has a clear path. Can't get it to fall. Rotuno gets the rebound. Now she gets trapped out underneath the basket. She slips out of it. Now making her way past her third Crusader. And gives this off to DeBow underneath the hoop. Great play from Rotuno, takes it the distance before slipping the pass off. And Sophia DeBow with her first points on the night. 25-10, long lob down the floor. Buckler puts it all the way to the baseline, has to kick it out now for Belden. Johnson on the far side wing, now she looks to kick this one out. Drive into the lane again, too much on it. Rebound possessed by the Crusaders. And it's Lily Belden grabbing her first points of the day. Crusaders now with a dozen. 9 points here in the second quarter. Much better shooting for the Crusaders. Now 10 points for Mooney. They've been able to grow that lead just a tad. Blom, distance, allowed, denial from Lily Belden, who's looking to bring it back down the floor, and a block from Blom. But they're going to call the foul. 8th on the Cardinals in this first half. First one on Blom, but it's 2 free throws at the stripe coming for Lily Belden. Got her first 2 points last time down the floor. Now she tries for another 2. 12.4 seconds on the clock till we hit the halftime break, as she sinks the first one to cut this to just a 12-point game as they bring Hannah Dolan back onto the floor. They will send off Sarah Belden, team's leading scorer, with 5 to the bench. Second time at the line is no good, but Johnson gets the rebound. Can't grab it a second time as DeBow had it. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will be Mooney basketball. 25-13, 8.9 now on the clock. Frommel will look to get the inbound pass. Diorio, Blom, DeBow, and Rotuno out there on the floor. 5 seconds. A lob too high for Blom, and that ball out of bounds with 3 on the clock. Diorio was trying to find Blom down along the baseline. Had an opening. Michaela Johnson on the inbound. She's going to have to heave this thing up from half court. Nothing but net. Walk it off. Michaela Johnson sinks it at the buzzer. 25-16. Well, yeah, they will count it after all. Took a couple seconds to get it on the board, but Michaela Johnson makes it a 9-point game as we head to the halftime break on your sports network. Leading scorer is Sam Rotuno. She has 6. Maria Fire with 5. Diorio and Rouser each with 4 here in our first half for Cardinal Mooney. For the Crusaders, they're led by Sarah Belden with 5. But both Michaela Johnson and Kristen Belden each have 4 of their own. 25-16. Cardinals lead it at the break.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
'21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers. From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle
and lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing,
regardless of your situation or credit history. No worries.
And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the four words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Bracetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall, Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our family's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
But now you can see every school, to the smallest school, to the intermediate schools, to the schools in the outlying areas. It gives you coverage that you could just never get to before. It's something that's great to experience, and it's opened up a whole new wave of sports viewership. The possibilities are endless here at YSN. Push the envelope every day. Try something new. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, let's try another angle, and we just keep moving forward. My name is Mike Ackelson, and my sports network is your sports network.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step. We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
When your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting, where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education, and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Welcome back to your sports network here in Cardinal Mooney High School as the Crusaders closing in on the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals. It's 25-16 thanks to a Michaela Johnson three-pointer to end the half. But now Rotuno on the steal, takes it coast to coast. And the Cardinals right out of the break give Rotuno 10 points on the night. As Johnson going to run the distance of the floor now. She puts it off the bottom of the backboard, and now Rouser going to bring it all the way down the floor. Gives it off to Fire, who's been quiet here tonight. 5 points for her. She normally averages in the double digits. Her shot denied. And now coming back down, Sarah Belden, the leading scorer on the other side for the Crusaders. And that lob pass out of bounds will belong to Cardinal Mooney as Rotuno puts their lead back up to double digits. She leads all scorers with 10. Now after that first bucket, Delaney Olesh finishes the first half 2 points, along with Katie Pregabon, Sophia Diorio, and Olivia Rouser. Maria Fire had 5, and Marissa Bowman had 4. On the other side, Kristen Belden had 4, alongside Michaela Johnson. Sarah Belden had 3, along with Lily Belden, and Ellie Buckler had 2. Rouser now looking for a lane to drive, kicks this to the corner. Maria Fire from 3, can't get it to drop. Minute off the clock, not a lot of scoring. We've seen a lot of defense here tonight, and it seems to get better by the minute. Shot won't fall. Fire on the rebound. Mooney's got numbers down the floor, and they will look to attack. Lobs it up for Rouser. Her shot won't fall, and Rotuno's going to get called on the foul against Hannah Dolan. Went up there a little bit too aggressive, and she will be called on the foul, her second of the night. Mooney off to such a great start. 15 first quarter points, held the Crusaders just to 3. However, second quarter gave us a bit of a turnaround. 13 points for the Crusaders and just 10 for Cardinal Mooney's. Rotuno continues to play just suffocating defense against these Crusaders. And she will get called on a reach-in, running down the floor against Sarah Belden. And now she picks up her third, and you wonder how much longer coach is going to leave her in for. And that question is answered as Diorio will check out Sam Rotuno, and in comes Katie Pregabon. He had 2 points early in that first half. Didn't see a lot of playing time late. Shot off the inbound, up and good. Belden now with 5 points, and the Crusaders are once more within single digits of the Cardinals. Rouser gives a hesitation crossover, kicks this one out. A great move, but the shot won't go down for the newly subbed in Pregabon. Down the floor, Belden going the distance. Too strong on the shot, but Kristen Belden able to get the rebound. She has been dominant inside tonight as that ball captured over in the mid-range. Pump fake go from Belden. Caught Pregabon in the air. That ball denied, and now Diorio has an open lane. Puts it on the backboard, can't get it to go. Second time's the charm as she grabs her own rebound and sticks it in. 4 points now for the leading point guard, nearly grabbing a steal as that ball knocked out of bounds. Some hip-to-hip contact there as Ely Belden comes up. A little bit of a limp, stinger in the leg. 29-18 our score, 5:32 to go. This will be inbounded by the Cardinals. And Fire on the steal. And now Mooney looking to attack again. Kicks it out. Diorio from range. Can't get it to go. Second time for her. Grabs her own rebound. Airballs it. And that ball's kept alive by Pregabon. Great effort to knock that in last second. Diorio kicks it out. Rouser going to look for the drive. Goes baseline. Gets a little out of position. Got a little too deep in there. And she can't get back to get a shot up. Johnson driving now. She gets double teamed as she tries to get into the painted area. And now a three-point attempt for the Crusaders. Rattles around, won't fall. And Rouser grabs the rebound and is fouled by Kristen Belden. Sarah Belden will check out of the ball game now. In comes Violet Ellerbrock, who had 2 points in the first half. Hannah Dolan will also come back into the basketball game as Michaela Johnson hits to the bench. Nearing the halfway point of our third quarter, Rouser checks this in for Diorio, but that ball is stolen. Belden gets a hand on it. Now Dolan from the mid-range. Shot denied by Fire. Rouser on the rebound. She's getting trapped, immediately getting that basketball. Now Pregamon coming down the floor, spinning Ellerbrock like a top as she does so as well. Now Fire gonna spin this out to her. And the shot attempt denied by Dolan as Pregamon went back up for two. Great ball handling from the freshman. Shows a high basketball ability here early on in her career. That's why she's getting varsity minutes as just a freshman. Nick Pregamon on the varsity boys team. He's also turned into quite the talented athlete over there as well. Now they get this inside for Pregamon. She's backing it in, now kicks it out. Shot denied once more as Katie Frommelt went in there. Dolan knocks it down, but she's called on the foul. Dolan's second foul of the night. First time at the line, she sinks it. Frommelt with her first points of the night. Grabs it on that free throw, trying to double her number now. Had one, will she get two? Yes, she will. So 31-18 as the junior gets two on the board. Johnson gets the inbound, working on Rouser up the floor, loses the dribble. Able to pick it back up. Now Fire comes to Trapper, kicks it out of bounds. And this will remain Crusaders basketball with 4:09. And once again, Crusaders going cold to shoot the basketball. Just 2 points in 4 minutes. As the Cardinals have been able to grab 6 in the same time period. And a foul committed now on the Crusaders, and it's back to the Cardinals. Diorio will get the inbound, bringing it up the floor rather quickly. Now Rouser will set the offense. Fire here in the corner. That ball off the foot of Dolan, and this will remain Mooney basketball down on this end. Katie Frommelt to inbound. Has Fire right in front of her. Diorio stands on the far side corner, Rouser the near side. And they give this to Fire at the near side elbow. She goes up against 2 or 3 and gets fouled, as they will call that on Lily Belden, and Fire will head to the free throw stripe once again. Maria Fire had 3 free throws made in the first half. She just misses this one. Was in, then it was out, then it was in, then it was out. She was 75% in the early stages, 0 for 1 here in the second. Looking for her 6th point on the night. And she bricks them both. Not going to see that too much from a talented shooter like that. As now Kristen Belden on the rebound, trying to drive down the sideline. She's going to get fouled. They will credit that foul on to Katie Frommelt, her first of the game. 3 fouls on either team here in the second half. As it will be Josie Stevens to inbound. Gives it now to Sarah Belden. Working on Pregamon, goes behind the back, and now gets Pregamon looking. Kicks it off to the corner, shot won't fall, rebounded by Frommelt. Ball is free on the ground, and it's recovered by the Crusaders. However, a foul occurs before the shot, so the freshman's shot no good. Great reaction, though, from Belden to dive down and get that basketball. Foul on Katie Pregamon. Ball is inbound down to the far end. Quickly knocked out of bounds, though, by Fire. Kayla Johnson on the inbound had the big 3-point buzzer beater from half court to end off the first half as Fire gets the rebound and gets fouled at the same time. But that three-pointer went a long way for the Crusaders. That's also the fourth foul now on Kristen Belden. She's going to check out of the ball game. One more and she's done for the night. That would be a crucial loss for a team that is already struggling to score the basketball. That three-pointer from Johnson at least made this a single-digit game going into the half. Mooney has come out, though, playing a lot better than they did in that second quarter, and so far, they're looking like they might be able to run away with this ball game. DiOrio shot won't fall, however. A bit of a broadcaster's jinx, and now down the floor. Shot up, no good from Buckler. And a trap down there, tie up. As Rouser got the rebound, it will belong to Mooney, as Rouser will look to inbound once more. Has Maria fire deep, and that's where she went with it. However, Lily Belden was also there. Now Belden drives in, wave off the shot. Foul called on the ground. I think once again they're going to charge this on Pregobon. Her second foul. Emily Schmidt now will check into the ball game. The sophomore replaces junior Josie Stevens. No points for her so far tonight. 31-18, inbounded Johnson right underneath the hoop, puts a little bit too much on it. Second shot attempt goes up from Belden, denied by Fire. And that ball out of bounds again. No, actually they're going to say another foul occurs. This one on Lily Belden, her third now of the ball game. 5 fouls on either team in this second half. Much more physical second half now that this game has gotten closer. Rouser with the basketball, she'll bring this up the floor. And now a drive in. As the ball comes right over into my table, nearly taking out everything. But we're good. As there was a great drive from Pregobon, tried to kick it to Fire. It's where she wanted it, but a little bit too much behind it and couldn't get it to go. Corner three up from the Crusaders. Shot won't fall, rebounded by Rouser. And the Cardinals coming back down the floor. That ball is taken away by Belden. Sarah Belden now trying to drive again. She takes a shot to the nose and falls to the floor. Foul called. However, I think they're going to call this self-inflicted wounds. Crusader on Crusader. Ball went out of bounds, no foul. So Mooney basketballs. Pregobon's going to bring it back down to this end. She gets run into by Michaela Johnson. And that's the 6th foul here in the second half. I think we're going to have some teams in the bonus as we head to the fourth quarter in the next 2 minutes. 2:13 on the clock. DiOrio will get the inbound around half court. And now she loses the basketball, but they're going to say kickball violation, I believe, on Ellie Buckler. So it will remain Mooney basketball. Blom inbounds this for DiOrio. Back to Blom. Fire with it. Mooney really trying to just eat some clock, find the good shot, and they get one as Fire went up for it underneath the hoop. She gets fouled from behind. Now 6-7 fouls on the Crusaders. Mooney enters the single bonus. Also the 4th foul now on Lily Belden. One more and she's done as Hannah Dolan will check back into the ball game, likely to replace her. Maria Fire back at the free throw line again. Has missed all 3 now in this second half after going 3 for 4 in the first. 3 for 7 on the night, her 8th shot coming from the stripe. Fire shot short, rebounded though by Rouser. And now Fire's going to get this look again inside. Can't get that shot to fall. She's gone cold in this second half. And now Michaela Johnson getting this quickly down to the other end. And Buckler's shot will not fall. A tussle on the ground. Johnson comes up with it. She kicks this out for Emily Schmidt. Now a three-pointer coming from Belden. Can't get the shot to fall. Dolan on the rebound. And finally, the Crusaders grab another. Just 4 points here in this quarter. But they make it an 11-point ball game as Mooney bringing it down the floor. Pregobon making the ladies dance around her. She has had some great moves here tonight. Rouser gets that ball inside, but a foul called on Fire. Off-ball contact, her third now of the ball game. She's getting in some foul trouble here late. She's one of the best forces. Her and Rouser make a phenomenal two-woman duo inside. Force on the backboard. Now a steal by DiOrio. Bounces this one in there. Shot from Blome, too strong. DiOrio keeps it alive here in the corner. Now Rouser looking from range. Can't get the shot to fall. Johnson has it. She's going to toss this one up. Buckler down the floor. Shot won't fall, but she's fouled. 7 fouls now on Mooney. Both teams into the bonus from this point on. And we will see number 23, Ellie Buckler, at the line. No points for the freshman here tonight thus far. That's the second foul committed by Blome tonight. Blome still scoreless at this point in the ball game as well. She's going to look to get something in this fourth quarter. Never want to end a game scoreless as the Crusaders make this a 10-point ball game, and Buckler finds the net for the first time tonight. As Fire will check off the floor, in comes the junior, Dana Hughes. 6-footer's been waiting on the bench all evening long. Finally gets her opportunity out there as both free throws sink in for Buckler at the line. It's a 9-point game, so we're back to where we were at the halftime break with 42 seconds left on the clock. Pregobon bringing this up the floor, gives it off to Rouser. Rouser gives this one inside, now gets it back, kicks it to the corner. DiOrio steps back and gives it off to Pregobon. Dana Hughes with it, back to DiOrio. DiOrio from the elbow, shot is denied by Dolan. And Crusaders running down again. Rouser applies pressure, but Sarah Belden's shot is good, and the Crusaders have 24. 7-point game. Final possession. 5 seconds on the clock. Rouser to the corner. Now Pregobon with 1 second. Lobs it up. Has contact, no call. And that will end out the quarter. 31-24. Crusaders have made it interesting with 1 to go here on your sports network.
When I was in high school, one of my closest friends, his father actually worked at Greenwood Chevrolet. You know, selling cars is what we do, but that's not what we're about. It's very rarely ever about the car. It's about how you can make somebody feel. It's about how you could help somebody, and those are the proud moments, and I'm telling you, I got way too many to name. And I could never picture myself working anywhere else. I'm Anthony Facillo, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
Welcome back to your sports network. This one is interesting. We finally have a ball game here in Cardinal Mooney. 7-point game as the Crusaders outscore Mooney 8-6 in that third quarter. Both teams really slowing down, scoring the basketball after they combined for 23 in the second quarter. Combined just 14 here in the third. End of the fourth. Belden underneath, shot is up. She sinks this one in. And the Crusaders now within 5 points of Cardinal Mooney. Rouser has it. Turnovers have been a problem their last few times down the floor. Turnovers and the shot not falling. And a double dribble called on Pregobon. Dana Hughes, short-lived tenure on the floor. She will head back to the bench as Marissa Bowman will look to replace her. Maria Fire off the floor. She has 4 fouls. We won't see her till late. Mooney's going to have to keep that defense up inside without her. Belden shot no good, but the Crusaders have been dominating the offensive boards tonight. Clear advantage when it comes to rebounding between these two teams. It's been a big reason why the Crusaders have been able to mount this comeback. As now Sarah Belden will inbound the basketball and her out of the floor. Michaela Johnson hit the big-time buzzer beater 3 at the half. Tries to get this ball inside. Tie-up between Rouser and Lily Belden. Ball belongs to Mooney. Rouser gets this one in for DiOrio down to the far end. 1 minute off the clock. Just 2 points scored so far. Pregabon with it. We'll switch with DiOrio now. Sophia kicks this one right side. Three-pointer up and good. Cardinals finally knock one down from distance. They've had struggles there all night long, and it's Allie Blom finally getting on the board. Allie Blom then gets the steal and then gets fouled. 5th foul on Lily Belden. She is done for the night. With that, Allie Blom will go to the free throw line. 1-and-1 opportunity. We do have a timeout, however, occurring in the middle of this. 34-26. That's the first big momentum shot Mooney has had all night long. They have not had much luck from range until that final shot. That's actually their first three-pointer made on the night. Haven't had a ton here in the game all in all. Michaela Johnson had the only other three-pointer up until that point in the night. So a big shot to fall for Blom, and now she's at the free throw line. Needs the first to make the second. Officially 8 fouls now on the Crusaders, 7 on the Cardinals with 7 minutes to go. And a very tight ball game here in Cardinal Mooney. Shot is up, and Blom sinks it. So she will get another opportunity at the line as she now has 4 points here in the fourth quarter. Second time to make this a double-digit game again, and she sinks it. So a clutch 5 points there from Blom puts this ball game back square in the corner of Mooney. As Johnson running it down the floor, tries to get the shot up, can't get to the fall. That ball is free. Rouser gets it. She's going to launch this down the floor. Blom had the basketball, and she went up for it, lost control, grabbed it. That's an up and down, and that's going to be a turnover. Great opportunity, but she just slipped it. Lucky she didn't come down bad as she nearly lost her footing as well when she tried to land. Timeout called by Tim Vandervaart, head coach of the Crusaders. 36-26, 6:40 to go here in Mooney.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
Welcome back to your sports network. Timeout taken by the Crusaders as they have the basketball down on Mooney's end of the floor. Inbound gets there for Sarah Belden. She's going to push this down to the other side. Loses the handle, but then Kristen Belden is there to get it. Her shot won't fall. Now Bowman comes up with the rebound, dribbling along the sideline, one-on-one with Michaela Johnson, and she'll give this off for DiOrio. Resets the offense. Now Pregabon with it. Rouser comes circling around to the top of the key. Gives a pump fake. Now drives. Gives it off to the corner. Blom from 2. Had her foot on the line. Shot won't fall. Rebounded by Ellie Buckler. Buckler now moving down the floor. Only has Bowman to beat. She can't do it as Bowman applies the pressure. Now Rouser gives this off. Blom messed up her last time down the floor. Does so again. But Pregabon is there to grab the rebound, and a foul is committed. Or no, timeout called, no foul by Coach DiOrio. 36-26, 6 to go. We'll step aside.
High-res Futurecast shows steady snow for the next few hours.
Still just downright cold.
It is bitter out there.
Strong bands of lake effect snow.
Some freeze warnings, most of those up until around 10 o'clock this morning.
If you need a more detailed winter forecast on WFMJ.com and the Storm Tracker 21 app.
Welcome back to your Sports Network. I'm Alec Caberna. 5:55 to go. Cardinal Mooney with the basketball down on their own down on the floor. Both teams sitting in the single bonus here temporarily. Pregovon will look to inbound for the Cardinals. Has Diorio, Rouser, Fire, and Rotuno back out there. The starting five for Mooney. Fire's got to be careful. She has 5 fouls already. Or four fouls, pardon me. 5th one would end her night. But they need her out here at a moment like this, trying to put the ball game away, and that's why a great drive, but the shot won't fall. And now Rotuno gets a hand on the basketball. Kept alive, though, by the Crusaders. Josie Stevens getting the basketball. Dolan at the rim, can't get it. Now Johnson tries to launch one up. Great defense. Rotuno on the rebound, sprinting down the floor. And now she'll slow it down. Pregovon to Rouser. Rouser tiptoes along the sideline right in front of us to keep that play alive. Fire gives this one off for Diorio. Now over to the corner, Rotuno with it. She had a great first half of basketball. Just 2 points here in the second half, though. Fire's going to play it off to Diorio. Now Rotuno in the corner. They want Fire inside. That's where they go. Spins around on Dolan. Shot denied. Fire wants the foul. Dolan steps out of bounds off the rebound. And it remains Mooney basketball. 10-point game, 4:44 to go. Michaela Johnson will be subbed out. Sarah Belden comes in. Belden had a great first half. She's had an all right second. 3 in the first, 3 in the second. She's been all over the place tonight. A lot of steals, a lot of transition runs for her. Definitely a lady they want out on the floor as Belden takes that ball away. Kristen Belden, I should say, the senior Belden. As in the bonus, a foul committed by Mooney. Crusaders head to the free throw line. Kristen Belden, all 4 points tonight came in the first half of the game. He will call that foul on Katie Pregovon, her 3rd of the game. Shot up, no good. It was a 1-and-1 scenario, so she will not get a second chance. Diorio lost the handle. She grabbed the rebound. Rouser back at this end. She looks to attack. She loses the ball and steps out of bounds with it. So another turnover. Back and forth we go. Allie Bloom might not lead the team in scoring here tonight, but it might have been the most important 5 points of the ball game to this point is the one she gave Cardinal Mooney a couple minutes ago. Hadn't had points all night, hit a big 3-pointer, their first of the game, then forced a turnover, got fouled, sunk 2 free throws, and since then, Mooney's had all the momentum. Be hard not to give her player of the game after just that 2-minute span. Seems to be the most important 2 minutes so far tonight. If it wasn't for Rotuno having a great 10-point game at the moment, probably would go her direction. Rotuno back with it in the corner. She's going to drive in, and she makes it a dozen. She heard me saying I might give that to somebody else, and she says not so fast. Great game from the young Rotuno as the layup shot will not fall for Sarah Belden. And Rouser going to bring this back to the floor. Pregovon has a lane. Now she backs off. Kristen Belden did a great job shutting down that driving lane. Now Rotuno gives it back to Pregovon. Pregovon drives, kicks it for Rouser. Rouser in the corner, doesn't want a 3-point shot contested. Fire with the basketball. Kicks it off Rouser from distance. Can't get the shot to fall. Rotuno in there to grab the basketball on the rebound. She gets tied up, however, with Josie Stevens, and it's Crusaders basketball this time around. Allie Buckler and Josie Stevens out of the ball game as Michaela Johnson will come on alongside Emily Schmidt. Johnson will take this down the floor. And Belden getting double teamed. Up near the perimeter, they give this inside. Johnson tries to back down Fire. Fire's playing cautious inside, but she still applies enough pressure. And now a lob down the floor for Rouser. Pass a little bit off the line. She's going to put it up anyway. Gets the shot to rattle around and fall. And Rouser picks up her 3rd and 4th points of the night. 3 minutes to go, and Mooney has put this ball game out of reach. They lead by 14, and now another steal forced. Fire running down the floor has Rotuno. Rotuno keeps that ball alive as she couldn't quite grab the pass. And now DiOrio with the top of the key. Mooney will look to slow this down. Pragabon brings this back out, has an open look. 3, can't get it to fall, but grabs her own rebound. Now Rouser, she's got a look from deep, and she can't get the shot to fall. Rotuno grabs the rebound underneath. DiOrio's got a look. 3rd time's the charm as she swishes it, nothing but net from the corner. 7 points on the night from Sophia DiOrio. Now Rouser forcing the steal. Rouser's gonna run it against Johnson. Gets a push as she hits the lane, still gets the shot to fall. Rouser now with 6 points, and Mooney has used the last 30 seconds to absolutely put this game away. They lead by 19 points with 2 minutes left on the clock. Timeout taken.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University, and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana, and I am why I'm proud.
When I was in high school, one of my closest friends, his father actually worked at Greenwood Chevrolet. You know, selling cars is what we do, but that's not what we're about. It's very rarely ever about the car. It's about how you can make somebody feel. It's about how you could help somebody, and those are the proud moments, and I'm telling you, I got way too many to name, and I could never picture myself working anywhere else. I'm Anthony Facillo, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
45-26 our score. Cardinal Mooney has effectively put this ball game out of reach thanks to a phenomenal final scoring run here, led of course by some great shots from Olivia Rouser. Sophia DiOrio knocked in a big triple, and Mooney has all of the momentum. Shot inside, easy for Kristen Belden. She now has 6. She's second on the team behind Sarah Belden. Crusaders now with 28, but with 1:45 on the clock, just window dressing at this point, as Cardinal Mooney is going to pick up their 3rd win of the season. 2 losses for them, but they've played really well here at home. Turnover now as Sarah Belton, leading scorer for the Crusaders, bringing it down the floor. That ball taken away by Maria Fire. And Mooney will bring this back down the floor. Fire going to drive right into the lane. She gets fouled. No, charge, and she's done for the night. Maria Fire will pick up her 6th foul. Pardon me, her 5th foul, and will have to check out of the ball game. Well, no. I'm going to say that's just her 4th, so we had a error on the board earlier in the night. So she will be able to stay in the ball game. 1:18 on the clock. Crusaders going to take it down to their own end. Upcoming schedule for Cardinal Mooney basketball. They will play this Saturday back here at home against Canfield. 4 days later, they will play at home once more on the 7th against Warren G. Harding. That'll be a Wednesday afternoon game. Then on the 10th, Saturday, they will have their first road trip of the season, as they will have back-to-back games against Boardman and Fitch on back-to-back Saturdays. 45-30 our score as the Crusaders find the basket once more. DiOrio back down on this end. Not an easy schedule coming up for Mooney, but I think they have to be thankful for quite a few home games during that stretch. However, Boardman and Fitch going to be very hard opponents. And you look back, when they get back at home, a lot of people look at Youngstown East and go, well, that might be an easy win, at least on the schedule. I'm going to say not so fast. Youngstown East girls basketball has gotten off to a great start. They returned every single girl from their roster last season. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with if they keep up the start that they're on right now. They just upset the district champions from a year ago in the Liberty Leopards in a tight ball game, as a 2-pointer comes in. Bank shot falls for Delaney Olesh, and it's 47-30. Upcoming schedule for the Crusaders. They will return home after tonight's matchup and will take on Tuscarawas Central Catholic. And they hit the road against Aquinas, Warren JFK, Springfield, Mogador, Garaway, Firestone. They will not play another home game until Malvern in January. So quite the road trip coming up for the Crusaders. They have not paved themselves an easy path throughout the rest of the season as Kristen Belden sinks in her first free throw. Crusaders now into the double bonus as Mooney is going to check out majority of their players out there on the floor as Diorio and Fire head to the bench. Diorio finishes off the game with 7 and Fire with 5. Second free throw shot no good. Michaela Johnson grabs the rebound, flips it up, and sinks it in. Michaela Johnson with 6 on the night. As Rotuno has it, buzzer will sound, and Cardinal Mooney sends the Crusaders packing with their second loss of the season, and Mooney moves to 3-2 here on your sports network. I've been Alec Cabrera. Player of the game goes to Sam Rotuno. 8 first half points really helped this team pull away, and it was enough that the Crusaders just never really had enough offensive firepower to get back in it. And just when you thought they were coming back, well, Sam Rotuno wasn't done. She added on 4 points to her totals in this second half to help put away Canton Central Catholic, and they come away with the win. Rotuno with 12 points on the night, Diorio with 7, Rouser with 6, Fire with 5. And for the visiting Crusaders, Sarah Belden finishes as the leading scorer alongside Kristen Belden, each with 7 points tonight. Our final from Mooney, 47-33. I'm Alec Cabrera on your sports network. Have a good night.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to YSN.